Hey, Virgo, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your August 2024 bonus reading. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Virgo. What is new? What's showing up brand new in your world? What is Mercury retrograde bringing up for you at this time that can actually help you with the new? What's the action step, the advice, and the outcome? So I am picking up on, I don't know if it's a destination, a place, a street name, take it as it resonates, but I'm hearing Sugarloaf. Sugarloaf? Maybe Sugarloaf Bay, Sugarloaf Mountains, Sugarloaf Avenue. So take it as it resonates to you. All right, Virgo, what's new? We have Spiritual Toolbox showing up for you. Spiritual Toolbox. So bottom of the deck, we have conflict. There has been or is currently a little bit of a tug of war happening potentially between the ego and the intuition. Okay, this could also be between you and maybe another person because you have the teamwork showing up here, but it's in the Mercury retrograde position here. So perhaps someone that you have had conflict with in the past. But the good news is Mercury is bringing in solutions. This is overcoming obstacles, maybe even an opportunity to mend, to forgive, to heal, to move onward, and to allow you to trust your intuition more so now than ever before. So bottom of the deck, what you don't quite see coming is there may even be some triggers, but this is a good thing for you because once you see them, once they're out in the open, then you can allow them to pass through you, bring them up and say goodbye, right? So for some of you, you may be coming against opposing views. There may be a difficult conversation that you do have with someone, but I feel like it's liberating, right? That's why you have the teamwork here, because there's some sort of solution, conflict resolution here, support, group effort. This is something coming together and having a helping hand versus two separate directions. So how interesting that we have all the hands showing up here. So some of you are dealing with more than one person, or, a community of people, or a group of, family members or friends. And I feel if something has been, wonky, going in different directions, opposing views on a situation here, this retrograde is bringing it up for you to grow, learn, and evolve. So what's new coming in? We have Spiritual Toolbox. This is the High Priestess energy. This is you possibly keeping something to yourself because you are working on trusting your own intuition and rising above. This is being able to see things from a higher point of view, using the tools that you have accessible in your spiritual toolbox, okay, which can be breath work, it can be meditation, perhaps it is, Reiki, oracle cards, tarot cards, crystals, meditating, going to your sacred space and just being present in the moment, because I feel like clarity is showing up for you in the month of August, right as we near Virgo season, Virgo, for those of you sun sign Virgos out there, I feel like you have a lot more clarity, understanding, and spiritual awareness around a problem that you have been partaking in or you've been a part of. I feel like you're part of the solution versus part of the problem, or at least that's the perspective shift I see taking place. Because what's new is you're digging into these resources. I'm also getting the universal laws, right? Law of karma, law of attraction, law of cause and effect, right? A lot of you are working with the law of attraction at this time, and it requires you to shift a perspective, to shatter an old illusion or a paradigm, one that may have been distorted or based in fear, false evidence appearing real, maybe even heavily rooted in ego. And you're rising above. And a lot of you also are increasing or focusing on your spiritual gifts. You could have the gifts of, channeling, mediumship, reading energy, Reiki. I feel like you have this inner knowing. And some of you, I'm seeing auras. So you could read auras, you could see colors. You may have a gift of being able to use your hands in some way, shape, or form, maybe for drawing, for painting, for journaling, writing. This could even be automatic writing. I do see the book here. Some of you could even be writing a memoir, writing books, writing blogs, things of that nature. Or if you've never been a writer or a journaler, you may want to practice daily, even if it's getting yourself a gratitude journal and just writing down a few things that you're grateful for each and every day. It really does shift the mindset. It shifts the energy. And I'm also getting writing with your non-dominant hand, okay? Or some of you are doing things in a new way because you're retraining your brain, okay? There's new neuroplasticity taking place in the brain. So perhaps if you are right hand dominant, you start to practice with your left hand, right? Or even tying your shoe. If you normally tie your right shoe first, you're going to tie your left. If you brush your teeth with your right hand, right? Brushing with your left. So I feel opposites here is actually bringing about balance amongst some sort of duality or polarity here. So just keep that in mind. You might want to try, if you're looking to move in a new direction, try new things. Get outside that routine. Get outside that norm. Okay, so definitely some new things coming in. And some of you, this is new gifts, new spiritual gifts. And you may be second guessing. You're like, did I really just pick up on that? Some of you, it may even be around world or global events. Perhaps you are a healer or you're picking up on energies while you are out in the open. You may want to practice more on protection and grounding and creating a sacred space, maybe even looking into learning more about your gifts. So taking a class, working with a professional, working with a healer, a shaman. Yeah, I mean, this is big coming in for you here, Virgo. Let's clarify. Spiritual toolbox. Can we clarify the new, please? The Seven of Cups. Some of you are feeling a little bit bombarded with all of the new energies showing up. I do want to mention, because this has shown up a few different times for the signs. If you are watching too many tarot videos, or if you are overdoing it, because there really is a thing around toxic positivity or overdoing it spiritually, where we can get a little bit lost in that and we lose sight of our own personal intuitive awareness. So you may be finding that none of the readings on YouTube resonate with you, or you're not able to fully get a clear channel. It just doesn't click with you, or you're only listening to bits and pieces. You're not fully integrating. That is your sign to kind of back off, or, meditate, come to your own sense of inner awareness and self, because it can confuse you. It can just leave you more confused. And so some of you are being guided to also use your imagination. Think outside the box here with the Seven of Cups. This is paying attention to your daydreams as well. It can be different fantasies, options, dreams, wishful thinking. So I feel like you're wanting to explore in all of these things, and you can and you will. And this could be increased and enhanced at this time, but try not to let yourself get to that point where it's overwhelming. If it is, narrow some of these tools down and just focus on a couple, okay? This may also have to do with your health and healing. I'm getting too many supplements. The body is, if some of you are taking too many supplements, or you're trying to do too many things at once to heal, to grow, there's no spiritual bypassing. And I feel like it's important to focus your time and your energy on a couple of things that really do help you versus, 10 different things that kind of Five of Wands it's like too many cooks in the kitchen, and I am getting that strong Five of Wands. Spirit, can we get one more card, please, with the toolbox? Yeah, Ten of Swords. You want to put an end to ambiguity or, even indecisiveness, second guessing your own intuition. And if it feels overwhelming, try to get out in nature, get out in water, ground your energy. Step back from the problem. Yeah, step back, because that's where you're going to find a solution. Try not to respond right away. Check in with your own intuition. And if that feels difficult, I'm getting a mantra. So some of you may be focusing on a mantra or saying something, repetitively over and over. Some of you are working with affirmations and things of that nature. But I get that there's one phrase or quote that you may be hearing in your own mind's eye over and over. All right. Now let's take a look at what Mercury is bringing up for you at this time. Mercury is bringing in a second chance. I feel a second chance and teamwork, because these kind of are coming out together here with the action and what Mercury is bringing in. You have second chance. So there is a second chance, a do-over. This could be a review, a better offer coming in here. This is about trust, because some of you have been betrayed, and maybe you've lost sight of your own intuition in some way, shape, or form, or you were wondering, Spirit, where were you? Universe, did you not have my back? But I feel like it was part of your growth. And I feel Mercury is also bringing about this teamwork. So this is supportive people. This is something new, because some of you are dealing with some shady activity, I got to say, with that Ten of Swords. Someone may have stabbed you in the back, a family member, a community, a friendship. This can also be people at work. This is about team projects, things coming together, and a helping hand. And I feel like this is what this Mercury retrograde is bringing in. Second chance to work with the right type of people that can really honor your soul, that you feel more in alignment. And I just seen 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is ascension. But let's clarify the second chance coming in for you, Virgo. What is the second chance all about that Mercury is bringing in? Four of Swords, you've done the healing. It's showing up a little sideways here. So you're still going a little bit back and forth, but you have more mental clarity now than you have in quite some time, because you've healed through a situation, or you're continuing to heal and focusing on your abundance. You have the Empress with the Four of Swords. So there is a second chance here regarding your abundance, maybe even love. The Empress is ruled by Venus, and it's Taurian, Libran energy. So it could even be about Libran season, which we'll get a timing card here as well. But Libran season, which is right after you, Virgo, could be very important regarding this second chance. Okay. I also see you're putting something to rest of the past that may have been rejected. Okay. Or it could have been very difficult. Yeah, you're putting it to rest, because you know that it's important to focus on your new sense of abundance here with this Empress energy. This is creative, very sexy and maternal. She's full of life, full of growth. Fertility could be showing up here for some of you with a second chance, maybe a second chance to bring life into the world. But maybe some of you could be maternity leave, or there may have been some sort of pain around for infertility. Okay. I also see here there's been a lot of healing. This could be health as well. So Virgo, for those of you that have struggled with your health, maybe have gone back and forth, tried the holistic, the alternative, you've tried, working with professionals, you've tried the medicine. It's almost as if there has been a push and a pull towards what is truly going to heal me, right? And I feel like you were meant to go through the polarity, go through a little bit of that to come back home to you, to focus on what is your body needing? What is your body telling you at this time? Because the body is the vessel, the vehicle. It's very intuitive. It has your back, right? And I feel like there's a lesson here in being able to trust, because crown chakra is showing up here. Crown chakra is our belief, and it's our connection to source energy. It is divinity. It is higher consciousness. And I feel like some of you may have questioned, what's my purpose? What am I doing? Why did I go through that situation? And there was a lot of conflict here, a lot of back and forth, maybe even a blockage of feeling like you were connected. You weren't even sure. Maybe you felt atheist, or you went through atheism, or some of you may have met someone who was not sure of their spiritual path in some way. Okay. And I feel like there's maybe even you grew up in a religious type of setting, because I am getting that strong Hierophant. There's been institutions, teachings, traditions, beliefs, morals, but there's also been corrupt advice. There's been cult-like activity or societal norms that have really put you in a state of, again, ambiguity with the conflict card. But that's what's coming up for you. There's a new sense of putting those things to rest that don't align with you, Virgo. And so the action here is teamwork, right? It is about support and creating maybe your own tribe. Some of you may even be, connecting with new people at this time. Maybe this is through an online community. Maybe you're joining, or you are the administrator of it or moderator. This could be you bringing people together in some way, shape, or form. There could be a team project, or you co-creating. Oh, Spirit says you may not be co-creating with others. You may be joining forces and co-creating with Spirit, your biggest manifesting partner, because that's what's showing up, your toolbox. So even if you are rolling solo here, Virgo, in some way, shape, or form, you now realize that Spirit never left you. It reminds me of the footprints, Jesus carrying the person to help them. Why'd you leave me? I didn't leave you. I was carrying you all along. And so there's something here about remembering your divinity, remembering your sacred self. This is big. This is I'm getting highly spiritual energy coming through here for you. I mean, all of these readings are highly spiritual, but for you specifically, you're going to see something being shattered, something being illuminated and brought back into some form of balance, because we have the moon. There's your shattered illusions. That is about you being awakened. Yeah, you being awakened here with the moon. Also, some of you pay attention to your dreams. Your dreams are bringing you spiritual messages. The full moon in the month of August, I think it's a full moon in Aquarius, if I'm remembering correctly, around, is it the 24th, 23rd? Pay attention. That could be a very powerful time for connecting to Spirit in some way, shape, or form. I also see that could be when you're seeing the truth of a situation. The moon can also be truths exposed, shadows, being revealed in some way, shape, or form. And yeah, Four of Pentacles, the illusion, the distorted illusion was money, health issues. It could have been a poverty mindset, or, a job loss. It could have been an illness. Something was caged. It was caged. You can see all of the chains that are locked up. You weren't able to get in some way, shape, or form. Why? Because there was a shadow, there was an illusion, but that's breaking down. And that's what's showing up here is the action. Is you're pushing through something you weren't able to see before. It's like the fog has cleared. Something is being lifted for you. And the Four of Pentacles is opening up to a new path. It's about you being able to create more of that stability here in the physical realm and bring balance, bring justice. There's justice showing up here, which is Major Arcana Libra. So I feel like justice, maybe a legal situation, perhaps karmic cycles. There's something around the energy of Libra season, September 23rd to October 22nd, is bringing back balance for you. But it starts now during the month of August with you initiating, with you taking action to work with the right people, the right professionals, the right team, the right person. Okay, because I feel like there's, or even spirit, like I said, spirit's your biggest co-creator. So you are connecting here in some way, shape, or form that's going to help you see things clear. I like that for you. And the advice is, we have romance. The advice is keep your heart open. Okay, even though it says romance, the heart is showing up. I am getting lovers energy. Keeping the heart open is going to be pivotal on this juncture of your spiritual journey. What's the advice here, Spirit? 5 of Wands. We said that earlier. Remember, we said too many cooks in the kitchen. So at times you may want to shut down. And I feel that there's a sense of protection and boundaries. That's very important. Being protected, setting boundaries where you need to, not giving your energy towards, things that are depleting you or things that are unhealthy. But I also see you keeping your heart open through it all and having compassion and having strength, right? That's what this Leo season brings in. There's been some sort of conflict between you and maybe someone that you did love or that you do care about deeply. There's heavenly, okay, heavily or heavenly. Okay, they're saying heaven backwards. So Nevaeh, okay, Nevaeh, that could be someone's name. I also get someone in spirit, or this could be a heavenly union. It may have to do with marriage, strong bonds, desires, passion, trust, intimacy, love. Yeah, I feel like there's been a lot of competition when it comes to love, or perhaps lack of, or you just felt like no one was aligning with your energy. You're keeping your heart open and you may be exiting this paradigm. And that's what I see you doing with that 10 of Swords. You're exiting some sort of paradigm. That's the advice here, is to not allow opposing views or, rivalry to close your heart and keep you in that hermit energy, to keep you, down on that 4 of Swords. Spirit, can we get one more, please? One more for Virgo. The Hierophant showing up. So both of the energies that were coming through earlier. Hierophant is marriage, commitments, teachings, learnings, right? It is institutions. It's the beliefs. It's our morals. It's what we've been taught. And this can be corrupt. Right? What we've been taught can be corrupt, and it's up to us to not listen to everybody else sometimes, but it's up to us to find the clarity to open up our divine, divine self, our own divinity, tap into that, to decipher what aligns with our soul. That's what's new. That's what's showing up. And some of you are now to the point where you are the person that's up here able to teach in some way, shape, or form. And it's teaching through compassion and kindness and forgiveness and spiritual ways versus this is how it has to be done. You have to follow this rule, or you have to be in this organization, this religion, this, marriage. I don't want to say it's loose, but it's flexible. It's open-minded. It is about connecting people to their soul's self. So whether you are the one being connecting, you've had to learn that, or it's you teaching others, I feel like that's the advice here. Connect to the soul self by keeping your heart open despite what you've gone through. And the outcome also is hobby. So the outcome is fun. The outcome is creative, passionate. It's joy for life. It's mastering your craft, right? This is 8 of Pentacles energy. And to me, the 8 of Pentacles is mastery, self-mastery. And mastery doesn't mean you've hit the peak of it, therefore you're good and you've learned all that you can. That's not what mastery means to me. Mastery means that you choose each and every day to put in the practice, to put in the effort, to stay consistent towards your curiosities, your dreams, your hobbies, your goals, whatever it is for you, but to put in the effort and to continue choosing that path day in and day out, right? Whether it's the spiritual path, maybe that's a big hobby of yours as well, learning, growing, evolving. It could be a side project that you want to master more and more. Perhaps you're wanting to learn an instrument, right? You're not just going to pick up the guitar and go on YouTube and learn how to strum a couple chords, right? I feel like you have to stay consistent with it because you're not going to learn it in a day. I mean, maybe some of you are quick learners, but it's going to take, action and effort. And there's, even when you reach, right? Even if you're playing the guitar and you learn a song, there are millions of songs out there to master, to learn. And that's what I see here you doing, is continuing to grow and evolve because it never ends. It's unlimited, hence the energy of the 8. It's the infinity symbol. So there is infinite opportunities for you here. And Spirit is saying that's your outcome. I love it. Let's clarify. What's the hobby here showing up? What's the hobby? 5 of Swords, walking away from drama. Not my monkeys, not my circus. Okay, walking away from drama. 2 of Cups, and embracing energies that align with you. Yeah, basically 5 of Swords in reverse is saying choose your battles. Know when to fight for something because it's worth fighting for, even if it's hard. Playing that guitar, I mean, that can be it can be something that you try to talk yourself out of. You say, I don't have enough time. It's too hard. I'll never learn. And then you fall out of practice, right? Choose your battles. If it's worth it, you're not going to make, excuses. You're going to make it a priority. But if it's not a priority, you're going to make excuses. And the 2 of Cups is saying there's something you are coming into alignment with. And Spirit is saying, don't be afraid to put in the work. Because if you do, this is why you got these 3 cards. The 10 of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the 4 of Wands. It's going to open your heart wider and bigger than you ever thought possible. But it requires trust because right now you're not fully there. 4 of Wands is a new portal. Look at that. There's the mirror. There's the new portal here to something you're committed to. It's very beautiful. It's celebratory. It is 11-11 energy. It's achievement, communal achievement even. And we have such communal energy here. It's spiritual satisfaction as well. 10 of Pentacles is long term. It is legacy. It is financial, and the energy maybe even of marriage, long-term growth, long-term success, abundance, wealth. It's the card of Wall Street. It is having all that you need and needing all that you have. That's the outcome here. All right, Virgo, last but not least, let's get a message from the Oracle. What's the message here? Soothe. We have soothe. Inspiration and creativity unfold when you are rejuvenated and rested. Immerse yourself in things that soothe your soul. Take a bath, a walk, or buy yourself flowers. Honor your mind, body, and spirit. Soothe your soul, Virgo. There's a lot of beautiful transformations taking place. Some of you may even be taking a walk as you're listening to this, taking a bath, or you've just bought yourself maybe one of those big, beautiful farmers market bouquets that have the wildflowers. And you may actually be looking at it, or you see it as you're listening to this reading. But that is what I have for you, Virgo. I hope it resonates. If so, please hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, and hit that bell if you haven't already. And thank you so very much for tuning in today. Lots of love.